Hello vinyl community, it's Berkshire Mike here. Today I'm entering a contest. It's run by Mike at Uncommon Pallor. It runs till March the 5th and it is his 13 for 300 contest. 13 questions to celebrate him reaching 300 subscribers. He said he's not interested in subscribers really, but it's still nice that 300 people want to subscribe to him. So he's having this little contest. It's not a push to 400 or anything, although I'm sure he'll be there soon. Great channel. I've only just recently discovered it, and I'm going to annoy the hell out of him by replying to all his old posts like I tend to do. But hey ho, there's no law against that. So the only criteria is you must make a video, not just a list, and you must subscribe to his channel. So here we go then. First question. Cover with a mammal on it. I suppose you could cheat and use any cover with any human on it, because humans are mammals. But I'm presuming by the spirit of the thing, he's actually meaning an other animal other than a human, although I'm sure he didn't specify it. But there you go, another lie back album by me, and there's a massive big stag on the front cover, and this is Nova Acropola. It's the second album, I believe, if I recall, and it's superb. One of the best lie back albums. Not a bad song on it. No, I'm not going to start listening. I'll be here all day. So right, it's not a bad song on it. Get it? Right, number 2. Show a record with food on the cover. This was surprisingly difficult, but I rose to the challenge. There you go. Japan, tin drum. And there's a big bowl of rice, and David Sylvian's pretending to eat it. Lovely album, my favourite Japan album, and there's food on the cover. Number 3, an exceptionally terrible hairstyle. It's probably not classed as terrible at the time, and it's probably quite desirable, and quite a few people had them. But there's 6 gang children here. Live bootleg, recorded in London Lyceum in May 1983. And you can see Andy Six Gang there. His hair doesn't look that bad from that angle. But when you see him on the back, it's just shaved round the sides and sticking up. And I think even at the time it was quite a considerably bad hairstyle. But if anybody could get away with it, Andy Six Gang could. And I'm afraid he's totally bald now, so I bet you wish he could still have that haircut. But there you go, I think he looks better bald actually. But hey, oh my, just because I've got hair at the moment. Number 4, a single-sided record, test pressing or picture disc. Well, single-sided record, bow wow wow, I Want Candy. Beautiful woman on the front, and there's a side you can play, and there's a side you can't play. I Want Candy. Beautiful Annabella. There you go. And just for measure, another lie back. Sympathy for the Devil single. Picture disc. There you go. Right, next one. A damaged sleeve. There you go, skin chamber wound. You can see the big rip across the front. I think before I had a cover on it, I think I pushed it into the other records and it got damaged. It's a shame. But it doesn't detract from the superb noise music on it. The Skin Chamber. Next one. Cover with a weapon on it. Well, initially I found Sex Gang Children again, Sebastian, which is an excellent song. And if you want to check out Sebastian, check out Sex Gang Children, Sebastian. You will love it or hate it. But I didn't see poor Sebastian on the front. Saint Sebastian, covered in arrows on this 12-inch single. And after I thought I'd show that, I thought, wait, is the arrow the weapon? Certainly what killed you, but is it the bow is the weapon? Or is it the bow and arrow is the whole weapon? So just to be on the safe side, I thought I'd show Kate Bush there, run up the hill with a bow and arrow. Right, next. Show a 5-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, 9-inch or 10-inch record. Well, I don't have any of them except a 10-inch, so that's what it's going to have to be. A lovely 10-inch. Pallor and Die Surf Gremlin. Lovely German surf band. There you go. Lovely 10-inch surf record. Cover with a vehicle that isn't a car or motorbike. Well, I was going to show Kraftwerk Trans-Europe Express, but I thought that was a bit of a... So, instead, I'm going to show this. Destination Venus. The UFO on it by the Rosillos. It's certainly a vehicle, it isn't a car or a motorbike. However, is it real? Is it a real vehicle? So just to cover me base, I thought I'd show the rickshaw on this Leon Redbone from Branch to Branch album. It's a rickshaw, certainly a vehicle, it certainly isn't a car. There you go. Next one. A misleading cover. Well, it's this little beauty. Noise Pollution. On the B-side, or rather to split with the Bloody Mutants. And they're not the members of the band. But if that was in a flick tray, you wouldn't probably pick that up. But it's hardcore punk on the lines of Discharge. Not particularly fantastic, it's not the best punk song you'll ever hear, but they're both good. Bloody Mutants. There you go, Noise Pollution. Excellent. Excellent misleading single. Next one. A weird pairing or a weird pairing you'd like to see and why? Well, I think this is a weird pairing. I haven't even played it, still sealed. And that's not because it'll be worth something, because I don't think it will be. And there's probably millions of them produced. But it's David Bowie and Morrissey, Cosmic Dancer, live. Now, I don't know if Morrissey joined him on stage, or I don't know if Bowie joined Morrissey on stage, but I'm sure it's a one-off and it was just like a single occurrence. But I don't think they're very good together, and that's why I haven't even bothered opening it. And it's probably not as bad as a Jagger Bowie Dancing Round the World song, but yeah, there you go. Bowie and Morrissey, I don't think they're a good, they're definitely a weird pairing. Next one, cover showing a crime being committed. Well, initially I had the Radio Stars Songs for Swinging Lovers, and it shows you a young couple hanging from a tree, hand in hand. The fact that it's still hand in hand means it's been committed, it hasn't been committed. So I thought, but I don't want to trigger people with pictures of suicides. So instead I'm going to show this, one of my favourite bands, Sleater Kinney, All Hands on the Bad One. And I think that's exactly what it says on the title. That's some people forcibly ejecting some other people from a venue for some reason, a school or a meeting or something. But that guy in the back is going to jump in, and there's people already got people around the neck and the feet, and they're getting dragged out. And I'm sure that's a felony assault in most states in America, and quite a regular occurrence in any pub in Newcastle. But it's still a crime, I think, unless it's the bouncers that's doing it. So there you go, Sleater Kinney, All Hands on the Bad One. "12, a record by a band local to you." I normally show some sort of Northumberland paper record when I have one of these, because I like that sort of music. But instead, I've got a pile of records that I never play, and I'm just waiting to get rid of to some unlucky person or some shop. And there's Fog on the Tyne by Lindisfarne. Well, I don't live there anymore, I live in Berwickshire, but I used to live in Newcastle, and it's still only an hour down the road, so they're quite local to me. Newcastle, and all the ships were there. Not my cup of tea at all, but they are local to me, and I've got it, so I showed it. Right, number 13, The Baker's Dozen. A record in which one or more musicians that played on it are dead. I nearly showed The Who's first album with poor John and Keith Moon. I nearly showed the Sex Pistols with Sid, but nah. I think unless the whole band got wiped out on some record, I think this one will be hard to beat. Greatest Hits by the Cramps. We've got Poor Lux, died in 2009, age 62. Got Brian Gregory, died in 2001, and he was only 50, although he looked 150 to be fair. And Nick Knox, oh, that's his name he used on stage. 2018 he died, and he was a bit old, I was 65. And there's only the lovely Poison Ivy left. But there you go, that'll take some beating. 3 of the original 4 members are dead. Greatest Hits, the Cramps. Well, thank you, Mike, for such a great contest. I really enjoyed watching it, and I'll put a link to your channel, and if I can cut and paste, I'll put all the questions down as well. But there you go, thank you.